Greetings to everyone. A few months ago, there was a friend of mine who called me and encouraged me to conduct a research. I said, okay, I'm very much willing to be part of it. Then he asked me, what topic are you interested? That time, I was riding on a bus going home from La Union as we conducted God seminar there, and one of the topics that we discussed is about RA 11313 or the Safe Spaces Act. Then after a while, I told him, I want a research study related to gender equality. That's why our research study is entitled Promoting Gender Equality, Assessing Gender Responsiveness at Amaya School of Home Industries. By the way, I am Dexter T. Flandes, together with Ma'am Norilyn C. Narciso and Sir Conrad D. Obar Jr. Without further ado, let's proceed to rationale. In today's rapidly changing educational landscape, evolving our curriculum is crucial to meet the diverse needs of our students. One key legal framework guiding this evolution is DepEd the Memorandum Number 32, Series of 2017, which emphasizes gender equality, gender sensitivity, and human rights. It helps institutions like Amaya School of Home Industries align with national standards, ensuring our practices foster a more inclusive learning environment. Despite the importance of gender-responsive education, research in this area remains limited. Our study aims to fill that gap by assessing and enhancing current educational practices. Through this, we aim to provide evidence-based insights that will guide decision-making, helping us create a more legally aligned and student-responsive system. Finally, this research aligns with the Matatag research agenda, focusing on curriculum relevance, learner well-being, inclusivity, and support for educators. Amay School is very much committed to this initiative, aiming to refine strategies and ensure legal compliance. Ultimately, we expect our findings to lead to more effective educational outcomes, aligned with DepEd standards. And now let's proceed to research questions. For our research question number one, to assess gender responsiveness, it's important to understand our teachers' demographics. In terms of gender distribution, the gender balance among teachers help us evaluate how well we're promoting gender equality. And in terms of age range, age diversity brings a varied perspectives on gender issues. In terms of educational attainment, higher educational attainment may influence awareness of gender equality practices. And in terms of teaching experience, we all know that experienced teachers provide stability, while the newer ones may bring fresh views on gender. And in terms of subject specialization, diverse specializations ensure that gender-sensitive teaching can be integrated across the subjects. Now, let's have research question number two. To ensure we promote gender equality, let's explore how gender responsiveness is reflected in our school policies and practices. In terms of learners' development, we focus on fostering gender-sensitive development, ensuring all learners are equally supported in their growth. In terms of curriculum standards, our curriculum integrates gender equality, promoting inclusive learning for all genders. In terms of learning delivery, teaching methods are adapted to address the diverse needs of all learners with sensitivity to gender. And in terms of learning environment, we strive for a safe, inclusive, and gender-sensitive learning environment. And in terms of learning resources, our materials are free of gender bias and reflect diverse perspectives. And last, in terms of assessment, assessments are designed to be fair and inclusive, ensuring equal opportunities for success across all genders. For research question number three, is there a significant relationship between the demographic profile of teachers at the My School of Home Industries and their gender responsiveness? And number four, What technical assistance can a My School of Home Industries receive to enhance its capacity in promoting gender responsiveness within the educational environment? These questions will be answered as this research progresses. Okay, now for the methodology, this research design is a quantitative research. We have 160 teaching personnel, 7 teaching related, and 21 non-teaching personnel as our target participant. For data gathering, we will use the survey questionnaire, and to analyze the data, we will calculate the frequency and weighted mean. These will be the instruments to understand the demographic profile of the workforce of Amaya School of Home Industries. For question number 2, same participants, and validated questionnaire used by OBAR will be utilized and will be calculated also the frequency and the weighted mean. And if ever we gather the data, we will use the Pearson moment correlation for data analysis. We are looking forward that My School of Home Industries will receive a technical assistance if ever this research will pursue for us to be ready in promoting gender equality. And for references, we have gender responsiveness in the Philippine basic education context, priority trust and initiatives in the schools division of Batangas City by Barayro Famela 2024, and Charting Equality and Exploration of Gender Responsiveness at Fiscal Mundo National High School by Obar, Encarnacion, and Lambati. And that's all. Thank you, everyone. God bless.